Okay, another day, another bag of potatoes, which I missed when we did the last video. This one's called Rooster. A red potato that I'm growing for the first time. Doesn't feel like there's too many in here. Oh, that's not too bad. Getting towards it now, I think. There's the original. Right, let's see what we've got. Quite a nice size. These are a very good potato for roasting, baking and chipping. Good all-round potato actually, but they're excellent for that reason. They're quite expensive to buy as seed potatoes because they're only produced by one person or one company who have got all the rights to them. There we are. I would think, yes, about £3. Right, while I'm out in the garden, I thought I'd show you around the other crop that's doing quite well at the moment is the tomatoes. This is a variety that I'm trialling for the Witch magazine. It's a container come hanging basket variety, and there's two here which are in containers, which are at the moment just sitting on top of my compost bins. There's quite a lot of ripe ones there ready to come off. This is the same variety but in a hanging basket. In fact, I shan't be growing this variety anymore because the problems I've had with it is that it was very slow to get going. It's okay at the moment, and you know there are a few reasonable tomatoes on there, but they're taking a long time to ripen. Whether they will ripen, I don't know, but the branches break on this particular variety. Now, this is another variety which I always grow, and this is called Tumbler, and it's a hanging basket variety, and you can see from that it does tumble down. But the branches don't break off. They're flexible enough to bend. So I think I'm checking the weights as I go, but I think I'm going to get a better result from the Tumbler than I am from the variety that I'm doing for the Witch, which I've got in 3 hanging baskets. You've seen 2, and there's the 3rd one. Right, just outside the greenhouse there's a couple of varieties here that were spare, so I hate to throw them away, so I've grown them on and they've done okay. They're growing quite tall. They're on their sort of 4th and 5th truss up there, as you can see, and there's another one over here. which again is on its 4th and 5th truss, growing quite tall. I mean, they're up to sort of 5 feet 6 feet high there. Now we'll move into the greenhouse. And one of the first varieties we come across is Black from Tula. This has done really well this year. I'll just put my hand behind the fruits. As you can see, we've had lots of fruits this size off of it. This will probably finish up producing 4 kilos probably. There's a couple there that have still got to ripen. Some up here, one's ripened, one's still got to ripen, tucked behind it. And there's one there, so you can see that's been a good plant, very good plant. The opposite to that is this one. This is Amish paste. Which I picked up in Australia, and frankly it's been a waste of time. I've had about 5 or 6 fruits off it, that's about all, and it's not strong, doesn't grow particularly well here, so I tried it last year, I gave it another chance this year, shan't do it again. Right, we're moving on to another one. Can't see it as being black, but this is a black tomato when it ripens. Paul Robeson it's called, and I mean, look at the size of that one. That's a real stonker. You make a few sandwiches with that. But there's only got 2 left on there, plus there's one tucked away around the corner there, and that will again have produced something in the order of 3 kilos. Those probably might be a bit more than that. Now this is a standard variety, the next one, and it's called Cedrico. It's one we normally use for showing, but it's in fact growing very big this year. When I say big, the actual fruits are big, not the actual production. But this is the remains of the 3rd truss. So this is the 4th truss. This one is the 5th truss, and you can see they're a nice, really nice size tomato. This will be the 6th truss, and right up there is the 7th truss. It's been a really good tomato this year. This particular plant has been really good. Changing subject now, there's a pepper plant with some good, been slow this year, but it's got some nice peppers on there. Get the leaves out of the way. Nice long peppers. There's about 5 on that plant, ready to come off. Another tomato plant, standard variety called Alicante, has produced pretty well. yeah, one is ripe, one is still green, still to come. There are some more up here, nice size, just about 200 grams each I should think they get to, and we've had a fairly good crop off that, so I should grow that again. This is another one of my standard cropping tomatoes called Gold Star. I've had a couple off of that, there's a few left on that truss. I've had 3 or 4 trusses off this one already. That is a full truss we're looking at there. You can see it. That's a full truss of tomatoes that weigh probably 100 grams each. When they're ripened, they're a nice flavour. And there's another truss for the same variety up there. Same variety. This is I've grown several of these. This is a sort of standard variety for me. Normally it's a show variety, but I haven't shown this year. So you can see that there's another lot of trusses over here. Some really big trusses. So most of those will produce 3 to 4 kilos. Well, I'll move into the end section of the greenhouse just before this runs out, so I can show you Brandywine. This is called, well known, it's in all the catalogues, American variety. Another one that grows a load of stonking tomatoes, lovely big. They're ready to come off now, they're pink, ready to come off. They'll weigh close to £1/2 pound each. And there's a lot there that I've got to ripen yet, as you can see. And the last I'm going to show you, I think, is this one, and this is called Evergreen. Trouble is, it's staying bloody evergreen, and it should be going slightly yellow, but it's not. I've had one truss off it, but it's not really ripening as it should, and I'm getting a bit concerned about it now. Nice size, nice big tomatoes, and when it ripens to a nice yellow, light yellow, it is very nice to eat, and there's quite a few on there. I think this one will be probably, by the time it's finished, it'll probably have produced 3 kilos, but I'm just a bit concerned that it's going to take a bit of ripening. I thought I might show you just the one more. This is the one cherry tomato that I'm growing in the greenhouse. One called Piccolo. Got some nice big trusses on there. But again, it hasn't done so well as last year, but it does, if you let it go, it just gallops around all over the place, produce 8, 10, 12 trusses. Plenty for Barb and I to pick as we need them. Just sit there and eat them instead of biscuits in the evenings. Very nice. So that is a tour of the greenhouse.